before I begin, I want to ask you this question. How dangerous do you think the city that you live in is? How dangerous do you think our city is to you? Then I watched a documentary, and it was a man named Ben Zand, and he goes around to different places over the world, and he explores them with his crew and takes in facts about it. And two of the places he went to this time is Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, and Kabul, Afghanistan. And in Afghanistan, they faced the really bad effects of terrorism, and in Papua New Guinea, the women are what face the most issue because there's a lot of abuse going around. And to begin with, Ben Zand and his crew goes to Kabul, Afghanistan, and they go along with the quick response team, and that's like their policemen, and they go with them to one of the sites, and they watch them like get some people out of the car, and they search it for suicide bombs, and they search it for guns and check the codes on the guns. And according to Ben Zand, this is one of the most dangerous jobs ever here because you never know what's going to happen whenever they get out the car. They could be shot, they could be killed, you never know what's going to happen. And next they go to this man's house who is a famous Afghan here, and he directs movies, like action movies, and they bring awareness to how the Taliban is treating them and make them look like the bad guys. And because of this, the Taliban doesn't really approve of it, so they'll come to his place, they'll steal his stuff that he has, they'll threaten them, they've even killed some of his crew members, but he says he's not going to stop because he likes to bring awareness to it. And then one of the cool things that I found about this video, even though it's pretty sad, is the safest place for them in Kabul is the zoo. They feel the safest there. There's protection, there's walls up, nobody can get bombs in here because it's searched, and they feel safe here. This is their sanctuary. I mean, other than the idiots that like to jump in the lion cages and get eaten as a deer, but that's because of their own stupidity. And then at the end of the video, they go to the local prison, and he gets to talk to one of the Taliban leaders that's in prison for death. He's sentenced to death because of his high involvement with everything that was going on. And he ends up asking him the question, why are they doing what they're doing to these innocent Afghan people that are being killed on a daily basis? And according to Yasin, they're not going to stop until all of Americans are out of Afghanistan. He asked him this question, and he responded with, if 2 Americans are killed, we don't care if 10 Afghans are martyred with them. So they don't care as long as at least 1 American is killed. And according to BBC.com, since the 2001 U.S.-led invasion of Afghanistan, the country has never been as insecure as it is now. So it's crazy to think about. And then in the next video, he goes to Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, and he interviews a lot of women here because women are the main target. They're being abused by their husbands, by their spouses, and just by random men that want to do something to them because they just feel like doing it on the side of the road. And he interviews this one woman, and she talks about how her husband has beat her, and it was just made me sick to my stomach watching it. And he gets to interview this rascal gang, and it's a bunch of really, really tough looking men that just look hateful. And they say that he asked them if they've ever committed murder, and every single one of them said yes, and every single one of them said they don't regret it at all. And they asked them, why do they do this kind of thing to their wives? Why do they beat them up like they do? And they really don't see anything wrong with it. They do it when they don't listen to them, when they don't do what they're told, when they don't submit. They just do it for the fun of it. They'll punch them, hold a knife up to their neck. Some of them even hold a gun up to their head. It was just awful. And at the end of the video, he goes to the local prison here, and he first goes to the juvenile section, and there's 27, 13, and 18-year-olds, and he sees the youngest one, which is 13, is convicted of rape and murder, 13 years old. And he then goes to the adult section, and he talks to this man named Ruben, and Ruben is in jail for 12 years for raping a 12-year-old girl, and he was 32 years old. And he asked him, does he think what he did is rape? And Ruben responded with no. He doesn't think what he did was rape because the little girl asked for it, and he didn't force her to do it. And that just surprised me a lot. And according to Zand, 2/3 of women here will be exposed to physical abuse. And from January to May of last year, there were 3,000 cases, and plenty more that were unreported. It's crazy. benefits from these videos, even though they're pretty sad, is it's good to be aware of what's going on in other places, and also it's good to bring awareness here and maybe make a difference. I mean, there's not a lot we can do here, but it's good to know, and it's good to tell other people about it. So in conclusion, what we have going on here, what we face here is rough, but it's nothing compared to what's going on over there, and I'd hate to think about having to face that every day. And I'm going to leave you with this question. What can you do to make your city safer / keep it safe? Because we don't need none of this over here. Thank y'all.
Record everybody.
Yeah, what is that?